We are going to have a couple of such videos along the way because I think when we talk about this video's topic is 5 step automation workflow for your cold audience. I think this video is just going to be this video is just going to give you the mindset and how the steps has to be, like step by step. This is how it's supposed to be, and there will be different videos where I'll be talking about the there will be videos which will be talking in depth of each step, because because if you see, each step is a process in itself. Each step is a journey in itself, and this video is just going to be like the teaser sort of a thing where I will just walk through 5 steps. And that being said, thank you so much for joining in this one video / podcast, however you're listening. Thank you so much, and we are going to dive down into 5 steps automation workflow for your cold audience. Now, for your cold audience, I have scripted it down for you: cold audience, warm audience, hot audience. Then 6-step automation for your level 1 online course, 6-step automation for your level 2 online course, and there is another video that I'm going to plan, which I have already scripted: 5-step automation for your level 3 course. So everything is scripted, and I'm going to record them back to back, and I don't know how I'm going to publish it, but then this is how I'm going to flow. And as in how we proceed in the journey, I don't know how. I think you just have to connect the dots, and probably I'll make a short mini course on what's that, email marketing sort of a thing, where I'll link everything in step by step format basis, so that it will be easy for you to consume. If not that, mail me, I'll connect the dots for you, or do the window shopping and connect the dots yourself. Anyways, things are there. You just have to explore and start learning. That being said, thank you so much for joining in 5-step automation workflow for your cold audience. Now, automation is something you just have to. The content creation part of it is going to be a longer journey, but when it comes to systems, automation, tools, online resources, and all these cool things, it's just a matter of step-by-step process. If you understand the step-by-step process, and when you have content already ready, this steps becomes very easy for you. This is my personal experience. The other day I was working on I was working on these integrations only. And what happened was, it has been one of my monstrous things, like, okay, we have to do so many things when it comes to integrations. But then when you actually have content ready with you, the steps becomes very consumable and easy for you. Step number 1, when someone gets into the moment someone watches your advertisement, or when someone watches a post that you make, and okay, click here and know more about the free webinar that I'm going to conduct. So that's point number 1, where you're bringing people to a place. Now that place is where you collect leads. The platform that we use is ClickFunnels, and that's the place where we start collecting leads. That's step number 1. The step number 2 is the moment someone gets collected as inside the list, like they're giving you, they become your lead, they get inside the list. So how these integrations happen over a platform called Zapier. And step number 2 is the moment someone becomes a lead, you create a Google Sheet and you directly link them over here. What happens is, the moment someone becomes a lead, name, email ID, phone number, you put them immediately in what? Step number 2 is put them in a Google Sheet. The moment they get inside the Google Sheet, the step number 3 talks about you connect them as step number 3 in ConvertKit, the email marketing system that we talk about, in a sequence. Now, when we say a sequence has to be set for, say, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, 50 days. We did a session on cold audience. How do you nurture them? What do you nurture them? The framework of it already in you'll be able to find it as a channel. And in this, step number 3 is you link that list, the cold audience, the ones who become your first ever time cold audience, like lead, you connect them to a sequence in ConvertKit as a cold audience. You connect them immediately to the cold audience, and the set of nurturing sequences starts there. Step number 4. The moment that sequence starts, now they are constantly getting emails from them. The 4th step you need to be doing in the workflow automation is connect Zoom account within Zapier. So that the moment, like first is ClickFunnels, then is Google Sheet, then is a sequence ConvertKit, then is Zoom account. In Zoom account, you already set Zoom recurring webinars or / workshops that you're doing online. You already set that link over there. So what happens is when they select step 1, 2, 3, and when they come all the way to step number 4, they are becoming a new registrant the moment they leave the lead over here. So these steps, this step 4, these steps happens the moment they become the lead over there. The moment they get a schedule, is like punk, 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 immediately chick, they come in. Step number 5 is within Zoom. Within Zoom, what you now do is the step number 5 is the moment someone becomes the registrant, you add a plus sign over there. The 5th step talks about Zoom webinar reminders. You set like, say, you're doing, for example, if you're doing a webinar 3 days a week or 4 days a week or 5 days a week, you set a sequence that they need to be getting on the moment they become your lead. Whenever, for example, you're having a session on Monday, okay, Monday say 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. You send them a mail 6 hours back, you send them a mail 3 hours back, you send them a mail 1 hour back, you send them a mail 55 minutes back, 15 minutes back, and you send them a mail after the session has also started, like 10 minutes. Okay, we are in the session, please join in because we are having cool number of people and I'm going to teach you so many things and I don't want you to miss extra time. So you have set of reminders before the session. That's what the reminders is. So step number 1 in automation is ClickFunnels. You're collecting leads from there. Step number 2 is the moment you collect the lead, you put them in a row, you create a row in a Google Sheet. In a worksheet. Step number 3 is the moment that happens, you connect that with ConvertKit account and add them to a sequence where you have like 30 days of sequence, 40 days of sequence. Step number 4 is you connect that with Zoom account where you create a new registrant for the moment someone leaves a lead to you. 5th one, you add them to a sequence where the moment they become a new registrant in that web for that upcoming session that you've got. The moment you do that, you obviously want them to know when you're doing a session. So you set a sequences over there in the format of reminders. The ConvertKit sequence is all about adding value. This sequence within Zoom account, not on ConvertKit, within Zoom account is created so that you just send them reminders for that session that's upcoming. That brings us to the conclusion of this one small little video that I want to create, and we've got like 5 more videos with the same flow where this is just step-by-step format. And thank you so much for tuning in this one video. I am going to see you in another cool video. The next thing I'm recording is 5-step automation workflow. 5-step automation vibe flow for your warm audience. The moment someone attends your session and they don't buy what you have selling, they don't get inside the community, what is the step-by-step process for them? That being said, thank you so much for being a part of this fun video / podcast. I'm going to see you in another exciting video. وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح.